Well, hey guys, Thorzax here, and got something new to show you guys. A while back I did a video on the Star Machine, and I was, using my drop tubes and using my bullet feeder, and, and I mentioned in there that I wish I had a collator, okay, a bullet feeder for it. And shortly after that video was released, I received a message from Backyard Inventor. Now, Backyard Inventor, I'll tell you something. Harry he's got the, how should I put this? He's got the John Browning thing going on, where he can't turn his brain off, and he's constantly thinking of things, and he's constantly inventing another way of doing things, or improving on things that are already there. And the guy is, he's definitely got it going on. So anyway, he contacted me, and he said he just bought a 3D printer, and what he did is he downloaded a program that was free for the bullet feeder. Now, this is basically the Mr. Bullet feeder that you can buy. And in fact, the motor and all the switches and all that stuff, it's all bought through the same people that make Mr. Bullet feeder. Except for this right here, this is just a computer program that you download on the computer, and then you can make this with your 3D printer. So anyway, what he did is he offered to go ahead and make this for me with just the intention of doing a project. That's all he really wanted to do, was do the project. And he told me, he says, if you flip the bill for all the materials, I'll go ahead and make you one of these. And I was like, hey, cool, I'm game for that. So I turned around and I went ahead. I said, yeah, go for it. Tell me how much the materials are. I'll send you the check, blah, blah, blah. I did the whole 9 yards. We worked together. And there was a while there where we were cutting hair over the phone because we were doing measurements and all this other stuff, how high this was and how high that had to be, and how big a round this was, and I had to get my mic out and do this and do that. But we seemed to come to, something that I literally did not have to do anything to this, okay, other than mount the stand on the tabletop. I had to raise this stand a little bit because I believe that it was my fault. I must have got the height wrong or something like that, but I was shy about 4 inches. And actually I could take it down a little bit because this drop spring right here has a little bit of tension on it. But I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because it seems to me that, there's no hang-ups or anything. This just drops all the bullets down. So anyway, I have the Star unit all warmed up. The lubricant's all warmed up. I got the pressure on the reservoir, and I also have some bullets in there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my power supply on right here, and you got to set it up for about 9 volts. That's about the speed you want this thing to go, because if it goes too fast, you're running a risk on it jamming and the bullets not going into the little slots. As you can see, you got these little slots that the bullets go in. And there's kind of a trick to this, because I wanted to engineer one of those plates around this little dude right here. That's the 170 grain match bullet. That's probably what I'm going to shoot the most of. And so I sent him some, and he went ahead and he engineered a plate in there that will accommodate this particular bullet. And also, I believe it'll work with the 200 grain or the 185, any of them that have a profile like that. So, anyway, I got myself a little step stool here, and what I do is I stand on the step stool and I just get the ball rolling. So as soon as I start feeding these in, they're going to start dropping down as the machine turns on, and when the micro switches here in this area right here sense that it gets up to this amount of bullets that are in this tube here, it'll shut the machine off. So let's go ahead and go for it here. You know, to tell you the truth, guys, I can't keep up with this, dropping those bullets. Now you see it had a little bit of a problem there where it was, you know, straightening something out there. Now I got to put a lubricated one down there just to lubricate that bore. I need to mount a mirror up here so I can look down in here and see what's going on. Right now I have probably about, maybe 120 bullets in here. Let me go ahead and turn the camera. I got about 120 bullets in here, you know, mauling around. This is set to about 38 degrees, okay? And the way that you set that is that there's a flat on there. And what I did, if you haven't got one of these, I don't know too many people who, you know, do projects. You get yourself one of these, and they're only like $6 or $7 down there at Home Depot. And what you do is you set it on the machine, and that will give you your degrees. That'll give you your degrees of how many degrees that you're there. So we're right at about 38. So anyway, like I said, as fast as I can pull this handle, it's using from the reservoir, and then this is keeping the reservoir full. I mean, I can go through, I would be willing to bet that I've got probably about 1,000 bullets down to about, 45 minutes. I timed it, and to do 100 bullets, we're probably in there at about 3 minutes. Like I said, as fast as you can pull that handle, it'll take from the reservoir. And just to show you the quality that I'm getting, there you go. Look at that, huh? There you go, Bubba. Man, I'll tell you what, I don't know what I used to do before this thing. Now, one of the things that I was warned about with the machine here is that if it starts to jam or we get a stoppage up here and that wheel quits turning, I'm going to have to hit the kill switch as soon as I can, because this motor is actually powerful enough to actually break that material in there. Even though this material is extremely tough, this is not you know, Play-Doh. This is some real heavy-duty plastic. You know, it's drillable, tappable, it's the whole 9 yards. Yeah, we got it going on here, dude. Like I said, there you go. Unbelievable. I said, I can't feed bullets. Here's one of the last ones that came out. All lube grooves are filled. Bingo. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing is what dreams are made out of. This is just absolutely fantastic. That's how we're doing it here. Alright. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a bird's eye view here. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod, and I'm going to give you guys a little bird's eye view here, so you can see the collator working. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Okay. Now, let me see here. Okay, I don't know how the lighting is. So anyway, I'm going to try to hold this as best as I can. Sorry about the shakiness. Had a little bit of coffee. This morning. As you can see, when it takes one of them up, okay, and say like it goes in there upside down, it flips them, it flips them right side up. Isn't that cool? I mean, it flips them the right way, upside down, because the starting unit feeds the bullets upside down. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get it back on there. We got a little bit of a hang up here. All right. So that's what Harry was warning me about. You got to pay attention to this drop tube, okay? Because if you have any hang-ups at all, it's probably going to be down here at this little collar that goes into the micro switches. Look at that, huh? Amazing. Amazing. This is real life, man. This is just awesome. Now, if you notice something, now it's making a ticking noise, and that means that we're out of bullets. Okay? Maybe one. Now we got one in there. Let me look. Should drop it down here pretty soon. Oh, there we go. They should drop it down here right soon. There you go. Now, more bullets. That's it. You just dump them in. Go back and pull on the handle. That's it. Like I said, finished product. Look at that, huh? That's perfect. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right now. Alright. So what you got here is you have a power supply. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you have a power supply. And this is adjusted, you know, from 6 volts, 9 volts, 12 volts. Okay, and the one thing about the power supply is it stays on the whole time. Even though you turned it off, it's still gonna, you know, have power. It's gonna consume power to it. It's like a power supply to your computer, you know. So when you're done, you know, you shut it off, unplug it, and then with the star unit, of course, you know, you got your little rocker switch here. Turn it off. And that's it. That just shuts off the the heat. I'm going to tell you what, guys. I was able to make. There you go. You know that. I think I've probably been out here what, a half an hour? Yeah, about a half an hour. Yeah, got a little bit of flow thing going on here. This is another thing too. This has got a pressure piston, and what it does is it keeps constant pressure on the lube reservoir in the unit itself. Let me tilt it down here. All right, the lube reservoir. So you got your piston, you got your pressure. Your pressure pushes down and causes pressure to be on the unit itself, and when you're putting the bullets down through there, it consumes the lubricant. And this is the lubricant I use right here. This is Magma lube. It's cheap. I also use White Label. That's pretty good lube as well. I'm going to tell you what, guys. We're doing them just like the big boys. I mean, there you go. I mean, it just doesn't get any faster than that. Now I'm gonna have to watch my pressure. I noticed that I got a little bit of bullet lube kind of all over the place here and on some of these. But yeah, we're talking at least, you know, 1,000 rounds an hour, easy. Easy. That's going about it at a you know, at a reasonable pace too. That's not really cranking on it. Yeah. Yeah, how about that, guys? So anyway, what I want to do is I want to make sure to thank Harry. You know, I mean, I want to thank Harry for what he did for me. I mean, this is more than I probably ever thought of. He even made another stand, okay, and I still have to have it mounted. I'm going to go ahead and mount it on a separate board so I can just throw it up here. But he made a stand that's about that tall. You know, it's shorter than this one. And what it is this whole unit just comes right off the top. I mean, you just pull up on it, and this whole thing will just come right out. All you got to do is just take this out, disconnect your wires, and put it right here. So, excuse me. So when you get set up to do another, you know, style of bullet, so like, you know, you want to go ahead and do 38s or, you know, 44s, or, you know, you're going to do 45s or round nose, or, you know, when you get set up to do other styles of bullets, you can take this thing, set it down there on the smaller stand, hook it up to the power supply, and then dump some bullets in it and play with it, so where you can kind of fine tune it and tweak it right here, you know, on the bench. And then you can go ahead and mount it, and boom, you're in. Pretty cool. I'll tell you, like I said, man, this is just like the big boys. I mean, there's no screwing around with this thing, man. Yeah, I think 40 psi at the temperature that I've been running this at is a little bit too hot. Yeah. Yeah, we have some over-lubricated bullets here. That happens. And like I was saying, you know, we were moving out too. We were not wasting any time there. And you've seen how fast I could pull that handle and boom, man. So anyway, that's my video. And what I'll do is I'll come out with another video, show you a little bit more about adjusting this thing and the different parts and all that stuff to it. This is just a short video. I wanted to go ahead and show Harry that I went ahead and got it, you know, hooked up. It's going and it works perfectly. I mean, this thing works perfectly. It's awesome. So anyway, till next time, guys.